everyone, my name is Kabena and today I'm doing my technical presentation on how to vacuum. And I'm going to teach y'all or demonstrate how it's easier to vacuum on carpet and how it's fast and it's easy and it's not all that hard and stuff. And a vacuum is a Latin word came out from empty. Most people think that it's an American word, but it's just a word from Latin meaning empty. A vacuum is known as a device that uses an air pump to create a particle vacuum to suck up all the dust and air, usually from floors or any other surface. Any other surface meaning like there's vacuums for carpet, there's vacuums for hardwood floors, there's vacuum for your car, there's different vacuums for like you can vacuum in the pool, there's all types of different vacuum. And this is a vacuum mainly for your carpet. And this is what we're going to use today as our object. Your vacuum cleaner is really easy to understand. If your vacuum has like a long cord, there's always ways that you can do. Vacuum is made. You can always make it shorter. There's all these types of different vacuum that you can do, that you can use or buy anywhere else. Vacuums are sold pretty much anywhere, starting from Walmart, Target, anywhere else, Sam's Club, pretty much anywhere that you can find a vacuum. And you can find different types of vacuum to do anything with. For the best result on vacuuming, no matter which type of vacuum cleaner you use, inspect your vacuum first, meaning always make sure that there's no dust, that like the air filter is like put away and stuff like that. And so today actually my audience is going to be, like here there's still dust, so we got to empty that up. My audience today is my dad, Joseph Bukasa, and my brother, Matthew Bukasa, and my sister, Tanya. Okay, like for example, like this vacuum that we're going to use today, there's all this dust. So the first thing that we have to do is clear the dust away. And so in a show of hands, how many of y'all like to vacuum?
Sometimes. It's easier than sweeping, so I prefer vacuuming over sweeping because it's not hard on your arms and your hands. You don't have to do this motion so many times. It's just a one motion, so it's easier.
I don't like vacuuming.
Me too. I don't like it.
Okay, so we just cleared the dust things, just so that we can have a fresh new start. So you just vacuuming. It's always easy. Just put it back in place. Whatever, like every vacuum is different. You don't have the same vacuum. So like this one is, I guess it's easy. There it is. Okay. Okay, like I said, you always have to inspect your vacuum, make sure everything is right, make sure that the belt works, make sure like all this stuff works on here and stuff, like just make sure that it's tight underneath here, make sure that some, like most vacuums you can lean in, make sure that it works before you use it and stuff. Okay, well right now we're gonna watch a video, a short little video. It's about a minute or so, like a lady teaching us how to vacuum. So bear with me on this.
Hi, I'm Ann Meyer, and today I'm going to show you how to vacuum floors and carpet. First, you want to pick up everything off your floor so you don't run into it with your vacuum. Get up any types of paper clips, bobby pins, anything that could hurt your vacuum. And then you're going to decide what kind of carpet you have. Do you have a short pile or a longer pile? And you can adjust your vacuum to the length of the carpet. Then we're going to turn it on, and this is going to be loud. And you're going to do a back and forth motion on your carpet. And I like to go just a little slow to be sure. I'm going to turn that off for a minute. I like to go a little slow just to be sure that I get everything. Now, on your floors, on your wood floors, you can do the same thing, but you have this vacuum, and most vacuums will have a bare floor level that you can use. And you will do the same type of technique, go back and forth on your floor, and that is how you clean hardwood floors and carpets with a vacuum. I'm Ann Myrick. Thanks.
Okay, So since we've seen that video, the first thing first, we're gonna move from over here the kitchen. We're gonna go all the way on this side. And if my audience will wanna come with me too. So, okay, Matthew, from watching that video, what's the first thing that you need to do?
Take everything off the floor.
Okay, so like knowing Matthew, he's my little brother. Usually when we ask him to vacuum, he would be like, "Oh well, there's this little thing here. I'll just vacuum on top of it." But as you see, vacuum is really supposed to take up dust, not to pick up like really large objects and stuff like that. So Matthew, if you want to pick up everything first before we vacuum, stop, and then we just have to check everything to see like if the vacuum is working and if everything works right. We're ready to clear all the dust in there from the.
Oh, I pick these up?
Yeah, because the vacuum is supposed to pick up all the dust, all the big matters. Like you can't even like coins and stuff. You have to take it, like pick up and stuff. See, just like that. The first thing first, you gotta make sure that it's off, because sometimes you can't be ready. And like the video said, we have to adjust. Like if we're gonna vacuum a long area, we have to adjust. You can always adjust, because adjust it no matter how you want to vacuum. Like I said, every vacuum is different, but you just have to know what type of vacuum you have and stuff. So first thing first, we plug it in. Matthew, do you want to vacuum first? Show us how you vacuum. Like the video said, it's easier for you to vacuum up and down. That's how you pick up most of the dust. Because if you go around like that, you just miss all this spot, and you're probably not going to ever come back to it. So it's best for you to vacuum up and down, back and forth, and stuff. And like just like remember with the whole cord thing, like if the cord is long, you can always adjust it. You can always hold it with your hand, so you won't get tangled up, and because the cord can always be a safety hazard. So, Matthew, you want to do it again or no?
Sure.
Okay. So Matthew's going to try again. Make sure, remember how to hold the cord. So, like vacuuming is really easy. Like the easiest way, like I can say, is you go up and down. You hold the cord. You can bend it over and get everything up. Dad, you want to try? See, like I said, my dad doesn't like vacuuming, but he's going to try just today. He's going to show us how to vacuum. And what he's learned today. a really good job actually. This carpet is really clean and nice. And so pretty much vacuuming is really easy. Most people just think like it's a lot of job, it's a lot of things to do, but it's really not that much. Because I know like when I was younger, my mom would tell me to vacuum, I would just like go through everything and just like, oh, it's clean. But like at the end of the day though, most people think like, oh, I just don't want to vacuum. But you have to vacuum your house because the more you leave your dust here, you can get sick, you can start coughing. There's all this bad stuff that can happen when there's dust like around your house, around your floors. And it's not only vacuuming your carpet, it's also vacuuming your couch. There's ways that there's all this small vacuum that you can always get under there because people usually sit there and stuff. There's like, you know, cords that come with it. Like, for example, well, this one's like, yeah. Like, see, there's always dust on here. Like, we can always vacuum the carpet by like getting under there and vacuuming. You know, there's all these different things that you can do when you vacuum. So every vacuum is not just made for vacuuming the carpet. So just like even this carpet vacuum has like a thing that you can vacuum the sides. You know, sometimes people like just vacuum what they see. There's also those little dust that you can't see. You can always go under here and stuff. And so just vacuuming is just, to be honest with you, I just think like vacuuming is easy. So did y'all learn anything today about vacuuming?
Yes.
Okay, Tanya, what did you learn?
Well, I learned that for me, sometimes when I would have to vacuum, I would just vacuum what I saw. But now learning from this vacuum presentation, I've learned that there are different cords or different type of vacuums that do help you get the small corners and the different type of stuff. So you don't always have to revert to a broom, which I hate doing. I hate sweeping. So yeah, I learned a lot of this presentation. So it's always, you know, good to refresh your memory on learning how to do something. So
Matthew, did you learn a lot of stuff?
Yeah, I learned that I had to pick everything off the floor instead of just vacuuming. I had to look. That's just to vacuum all the dust, not just stuff. That's all I learned.
Okay. Yeah, so this is my little presentation about how to vacuum and how it's easier to vacuum when you clear everything off the floor and the dust in your house. Because, like, especially being a college student, sometimes I go to college, most people's homes, and I see that the floors are really dirty. And you're like, did you vacuum? She's like, yeah, I just picked up a little, just went by this and that, but you can still see the dust. You can, like, smell the dust, and, like, you can't even breathe well when you go to someone's house because all the dust that's in the carpet, it can make you sick, and like I said. So, thank you so much for doing this presentation with me.